Hello everybody and welcome to part 3 of the Natsuki backstory mod. We are just about to go and try to help her escape from her house so she can come live with us for momentarily, I guess. If you haven't watched the other parts, I'll put a thing on the top right or top left corner, I don't know what side it pops up, and then you can watch the first or second part depending on which ones you've watched. I'll put both links in there if I can, or if not, I'll just put the first link in there. And, both the links will be in the bio, yeah. Okay. I kick off my school shoes and toss them into the corner. I'll wash and iron them later. I done the clothes I prepared yesterday. Black hoodie, jeans, shirt, shoes, bandana too, but I shouldn't need that. Christ, I look like a home invader. Isn't that exactly what I'm doing? Shut up, brain. I take a deep breath. Here's hoping that this isn't a complete disaster. I've been messaging her since I got back from home with no answer. A part of me thinks I should call it off, but I cannot let her stay here. All questions of doubt are pushed to the back of my mind. Her safety is my only concern right now. God knows I've not been very lucky lately, but I'll just have to make do with what I have and hope things go well. I take another breath. Here we go. I message Natsuki of my departure and head out the door. It'll probably look nice at night. The bus is oddly silent this evening. Good enough for me, I suppose. Less people to see me. I feel like I'm committing a crime. I should focus on my breathing for now. I rest my face in my palms. With all that's happening in the past couple days, I've needed a moment like this. I guess this would be the calm before the storm, wouldn't it? Well, considering that my best friend almost killing herself is still before the storm. In hindsight, that train of thought doesn't exactly inspire confidence. That, plus the added worry of whether or not Natsuki's gonna be alright after all this. I shake the thought. I shouldn't worry about that right now. I have to focus on how to get her out of that place. As if on cue, the bus arrives right where I need to get off. Just at the bottom of the street Natsuki lives in. I sigh. I press the stop button and wait until the doors open. A sense of dread washes over me as the doors creak open. Well, it's now or never. This looks really cool. I like the background and stuff. It looks like, I don't know. It looks like a place I'd want to live, to be honest. Like, not necessarily a city looking area. I want to be like rural, urban, or I don't know the meanings of those. I do know the meanings, but I forgot which one means what. The cold breeze grazes. As I step out of the bus, I look around at my surroundings. The street is dimly lit, and there's no one in sight. These are perfect conditions to remain unseen. Maybe luck really is on my side. This is the place. I shiver. I can't believe I'm actually doing this. I must be crazy. I sigh. I get closer to the house, look at the windows to see if anyone is inside. Nothing. I take a look at the front door, then my eyes are drawn towards a car parked out front. Must be his. It's old, but the design hints that it's worth a substantial amount. At least as far as I can tell. I've never really been interested in cars. But that doesn't matter. Now all I know is I have another thing to worry about. I quickly pull out my phone and give her a call. Just as I dial out, I feel something pulse right by my foot. I peer down to have a look, and I see what is undoubtedly her phone. Or was. Flip the phone over. A web of cracks span across the screen. Judging by the height of the window above, I have a strong hunch of where it came from. Shit. But why? This must be some twisted penance for her attendance at the club today. Most likely. And the broken phone raises yet another issue. How am I supposed to get Natsuki's attention without also alerting her father? Seems impossible, but my mind persists to try and think of a solution. Let me have a look around the house. I mean, unless you have an insane vertical jump, it doesn't really look like, because I'm guessing her bedroom would be on the second floor, because that's pretty normal. I don't know. Get bitten by a spider and then start web slinging. I looked down to see several pebbles scattered over the concrete pavement. I could always just throw one of these at the window to try and get her attention and break the window. I pick up the pedal. Okay. But hesitate when going for a throw. Should really be having second thoughts about this. I mean, her dad may well end up hearing the pebble hit the window. What's even worse is that it could be his room. I'm about to chuck the pebble at. But I don't actually have much options. Well, just, I don't know, consider identity of his dad's one, just run off. I have to try. Take a deep breath. I just have to be careful. I throw it with enough force to make a loud bang. Too loud. Nothing. Crap. I thought that was going to do at least something. As soon as I begin to doubt this is going to work, I see the movement from behind the curtains. Before I even get the chance to think about it, the window swings open, and all my tension melts away. It's Natsuki. That's funky. I'm tilting my head to look. I can barely see her, but I know it's short stature. She speaks in a whisper that's still loud enough for me to hear anything. Psst. What the hell do you think you're doing? I'm doing what we planned. Oh really? Because I don't remember planning for you to chuck shit at my window. She looks away for a moment. You could have woken my dad up. I didn't really have any other way. Sorry. Whatever, you're here now. We just need to be really careful about this. Let's get you up here. For your stuff, right? Yeah. I can't lift it myself. I need your help. What? Shh. I had to pack a lot of shit in here, so just get up here and help me. How? Give me a sec. Natsuki disappears out of the view for 2, maybe 3 agonizing minutes. When she returns, she's carrying 2 large lengths of cloth bound. Far out. Okay. She launches one end out the window and starts tying the other to the window railing. Natsuki, I don't... Oh. Stop skipping it for me, thank you. I don't think I'm going to be able to. We can't use the stairs. They creak a lot. I haven't got any better ideas. I nod. Okay. Just give me a second. Here we go. I grab hold on the green bed sheets with both hands before stopping and preparing myself. Okay, I'm going to have some water. Everyone should have water. Right now. If you don't have water, then that's bad. You just have some water. I look left and right, scanning the street for any car lights. None that I see coming. Now's my chance. I lift my right leg to prop it against the wall, and I adjust my grip, pulling myself by a little. My hands are starting to ache already. I pull again, this time stepping up with my left. I quickly get into the pattern. Right up, left up, right up, left up. Looking down, I realize I'm almost already most of the way there. I clench my eyes shut, trying not to focus on the pain in my hands. Don't be a wimp. After a couple more tugs, I reach the top. Now to get over the railing, I hold my left leg. What if the railing just breaks? Managing to get inside. I'm now most of the way through. Straightening myself out so I am now sitting upright in the middle of the window, I pull my right leg over too. And like that, I'm inside Natsuki's room. Oh. It's actually a pretty nice room. My arms and shoulders ache like hell, but I did it. I get a good look at Natsuki. Oh my god. Oh my god. That doesn't make sense why he would do that then and there, because that's so noticeable. Shh. It's not as bad as it looks. Let's just focus on getting out of here, okay? She looks like she's been kicked in the face. The blood from her nose looks dry. She hasn't been able to clean up. A seething anger boils up within me, but I choke it down. I just want to hold her and tell her it's going to be okay. I try to focus, pushing aside my mental unease and physical pain. Natsuki looks at me with pleading eyes. Getting out of here, right? I motion towards Natsuki's bed, where her suitcase lays upon. Open. It's mostly packed. But there's more clothes on the bed. She nods and starts throwing me more in. So I join Natsuki to pack clothes with her. Something catches my attention. Her school blazer, ripped up at the sleeve. Just like everything else broken and tossed aside, I throw it in regardless and start zipping up the suitcase, being as quiet as I can. Natsuki glances across her room and sighs. She gives me a thumbs up. I nod and peer out the window. Her bag isn't light, and that's a long way down. My shoulders just hurt from thinking about it. I look at Nat, then down to the ground. She frowns for a moment, then quickly picks up a bed pillow, tossing it out the window. It's a sizable one too. Oh, Nat, you genius. I put the bag on the sill, looking for the pillow, not too far from the sidewalk. If it lands on the concrete, I don't think about it. I take a second to aim and drop it. Seems to fall in slow motion. At least it feels. But it lands on the pillow. I breathe a sigh of relief. I motion Natsuki to go. She looks worried, but takes a grip. She takes a look at her room, and her eyes water up. I feel terrible. She has to leave everything in here, but it's for the best. She nods and descends. I keep her hand on the bedsheet for safety. A minute goes by before I feel a tug. She made it. I peer out the window. Car. I duck back into the window, seeing Natsuki take cover behind the wall. Comes closer and passes by without incident. Jesus. Take a deep breath. Back to amateur rappelling. I slowly inch my way down as I did before. My arms are begging for mercy. I'm so close. Oh, shit. I land on the concrete, pain shooting up my side. The green bedsheet rope piles on top of me. Seems like it came loose. Natsuki gasps. Joe, are you okay? Yeah, I'm good. Natsuki helps me up, grabbing the bedsheets and the pillow. No sense in leaving any more traces, I suppose. Come on, we need to go. Pick up her bag and sprint towards this bus stop. As I move further down the street, I can help but notice a loud heaving behind me. I look back and sure enough, Natsuki's struggling to keep up with my pace. We're both in pretty rough shape. Make sure she's with me, though. We make it out of sight of the house before I stop and catch my breath. We can walk the rest of the way. I think we'll be alright. Natsuki takes a couple of deep breaths and sighs before speaking. Okay. Her words wheeze out as her breathing settles. She's been through so much today. I feel awful about leaving her things behind, but she didn't have much choice. At least the hard part is over with. She's safe. Come on, I think I know the way back to my house from here. Will it take long? About half an hour. Alright. It actually takes us nearly an hour to get back home. An hour of silence. Save for our exhausted panting and the occasional wince whenever the stabbing pain in my shoulder spiked. With Natsuki as she was, we couldn't take the bus. I took Yuri's advice and looked for more out-of-the-way areas. If we were walking down main roads, someone could have seen Natsuki's bruised face. The downside being the hour of walking, of course. Thankfully, we're nearly there. It's just a bit down the road. Yeah, I remember. Finally, I recognize the familiar view of my house. Fumble my keys for a moment before I frantically unlock the door. So I guess I don't live with parents? Interesting. Sorry, talking so much, it just hurts my throat, maybe. Kinda. A little bit. Well, it doesn't hurt, but just makes it not fun to talk. I let Natsuki through. She's safe. We're safe. I set down Natsuki's suitcase while the door gently closes behind me. What was that? The motion makes me wince as the stinging pain in my shoulder sets in. Are you okay? Yeah, it is. My arm's a little... I'm sorry. Don't worry about it. Besides, we should probably focus on moving your stuff in. She nods and wheels her suitcase down the hall before stopping. Where do I... Spare room's upstairs, first door to the left. Give me a second. Take the suitcase from her and haul it up the stairs. Ow. Yeah, whatever. Natsuki follows me, albeit a few steps behind. I could not read. She's fidgeting with her arm, looking away from me. Nervousness? I mean, who the hell wouldn't be in this situation? Once I've reached the top, I take it down the hall and open the door to the spare room with my free hand. Okay, and the drawers, right? Yeah, or wherever you want, really. Natsuki pauses at the doorway. Something wrong? It's just shock, I guess. This is my room now? I can't go back. I can't imagine what she must be feeling right now. No doubt she will just need some time to adjust. As I will. But I am here with you. Okay. She leans up and kisses me on the cheek. Now, if you don't mind, I'd prefer if you didn't stare at me changing. Yeah, right, sorry. I'll heat you up some soup or something. Come down whenever you're ready. There's some tissue paper in the bathroom so you can clean yourself up. She gives me a weak smile. Okay. Heading downstairs, I enter the kitchen and swing open one of the cupboards. Pull out a can of chicken soup. This'll have to do. I'll hit the grocery store tomorrow and pick up some things. Put the soup in a plastic bowl and set in the microwave. Oh. Can plastic go in a microwave? It can't, right? I'm pretty sure. As I wait, I take a deep breath. Strangely, I don't feel anxious. By how my week has been going, my heart should be on the fritz right now. But I'm oddly calm. In fact, I even feel good. Despite my aching shoulder, I get her out of that house. We planned it and pulled it off. There might be some consequences later, but she's here. She's safe. Where? Shit. It was the microwave. Don't know how I managed to... Joe. Natsuki had made her way downstairs and was now waiting at the door. She shoots me a concerned look. You okay? Yeah. Just got a little startled is all. Standing there for a moment, we're both dead silent. Your soup's ready. Okay. Just try not to strain yourself too much. It's been a rough day. Can't help but draw my attention back to her swollen eye. For both of us. I guess the best thing we can do now is just get some rest. After all, we've got a long day tomorrow. Oh crap. What are we going to do about the eye for tomorrow? I can't go to school. Not like, well, like this. Not tomorrow at least. My worry slowly eases back in. We can figure something out. We've gotten this far already. Natsuki doesn't look entirely convinced, but doesn't question me either. I guess we'll just have to see how it looks tomorrow. Yeah, I guess you're right. Worst case scenario, you won't be going to school. There's something oddly relieving about that. Gives us time to figure out what to do next. Well, yeah, because her dad could just rock up to the school and be like, where the fuck's my kid? Right about now, this is exactly what we need. Though unlikely to happen, I can't help but speculate on how I can get Natsuki's dad behind bars. I sigh. The idea of simply waiting is gnawing away at my nerves. I can't shake this idea that something bad will happen soon. Or to me. I mean, I can't exactly guarantee our safety. Don't lose your nerve. I look back towards Natsuki to see that she hasn't even touched her food. You should eat. I mean, you must be at least a little hungry. It's not that I'm starving. She then raises her head in my direction, her black eyes staring right through me. It's a stark reminder of the hell she's been going through. I grimace at the thought. I just don't feel like I'm free. I'm afraid he'll find a way to get me back. Natsuki takes a deep breath. I just feel so useless. I've only ever been mean to you, even though you actually care about me. Natsuki begins to form a much more melancholic... I don't know what that means. Looks as if she's holding something back. I feel so sorry for her. When it comes to how her father treats her, I'm left more confused than angry. What sort of person would even consider doing that to someone, let alone their own daughter? What sort of sick mindset justifies such a thing? But hey, Parfait Girls are safe. Yeah, there's that, at least. That was the first manga I ever brought for myself, you know. It was also the first manga I ever got to read with someone else too. That'd be me, I take it. Duh, dummy. No one else has ever interested in what I liked. When you joined the club, I thought that was going to be the same, but it wasn't. You cared. You actually took the time to like it. It's never happened to me before. I liked that. Even if I didn't show it. But now I keep on doubting as to whether it was worth it. 17 years, and only one person I can call a good friend. Don't get me wrong or anything, the club members are nice. Yet, I just don't feel like they actually care. Not as much as you. But now I'm thinking. Natsuki then starts to mumble. I'm barely able to hear what she says. Maybe he was right. Maybe I should just grow up. I interrupt before she can continue. Hey. Natsuki looks a bit scared by a sudden change in tone, but at least I managed to get their attention. Yeah, it's not stupid to have an interest in something. Remember why you wrote, what's it called? Amy Likes Spiders? Because you thought people shouldn't judge others for their interest. And if I recall correctly, you actually said that those people were the stupid ones. Am I wrong? The sigh escapes me. You're a good person. You have a unique perspective on things. That's why I get along. That's why you and I get along. My reading is horrible right now. An awkward silence permeates the room. Did I upset her? I certainly hope not. Should I try and say something else? Huh? Natsuki gives me a light shove. Dummy. Huh? You used my own palm against me. That's not fair. Relief is just about the only thing I feel right now. I'm just glad that I finally got through to her, even if it may only be for a short while. Hey, speaking of parfait girls, yeah? Well, it's safe upstairs. I went ahead and put it in the spare room earlier. So I saw. Up for continuing where we left off? She smiles faintly. Yeah, I'd like that. I'll just finish this before we do. She points towards the soup on the table that's more than likely lukewarm by now. Yeah, of course. Get a blanket and some snacks set up. That sound good? Yeah, sure. I walk to one of the cupboards where there should hopefully be some snacks. Press bingo. I will be waiting up in the spare room, alright? Suki takes a seat at the table and grabs a spoon. Okay, I'll be there in a minute. Walk up the stairs and head towards the spare room, reflecting on the past couple days. All the stress has accumulated in me has been drained. Despite my fatigue, I'd love nothing more than stay up and read with Natsuki. We could use a distraction to ease our mind. I enter the room and begin to get everything set up. With everything in its right place and the blanket laid over me, I sit down on the sofa and wait for Natsuki to arrive. The blanket is large enough to wrap around us both, thankfully, so things probably won't be too awkward between us. This gives me time to breathe a little, which I'm grateful for. I grab the Parfait Girl volume and begin to stare at the cover. Let out a light chuckle remembering when I first really got to talk to her. She was definitely the most difficult to get a good understanding of out of all the club members. Fortunately for me, however, we found a common ground with our interest. She's actually really nice once you get past the initial barriers. That's it. Which makes it hurt even more to hear what she's had to endure. Finished with my recollection, I lay the volume of manga beside me, close my eyes, and unwind for the first time in days. Yet before I know it, I hear the door creak open and a faint giggle emanating from the doorway. You look comfy. I decide to play along with a more joyful attitude. Well, I certainly feel comfortable. Oh, fire out water. Water is the best water. I mean, water is the best liquid, in my opinion. I don't like soft drinks or anything like that, though. Wanna hop in and find out yourself? I only just realized that what I said probably sounds really weird. Even if I know that the blanket's big enough, I still can't help but feel like absolute creep for saying that to her. You bet. She then slides under the covers of the blanket with me. I guess she either didn't think it was weird at all, or simply didn't care. Either way, I feel more at ease around her, even if it's only for a time being. You've got the volume, right? I sure do. Grab the manga laying next to me and shout to Natsuki. What's up? This is gonna sound really stupid, but would it be okay if I hold it? Just for a bit. Without hesitation, I offer her the volume of manga. Of course. Natsuki's eyes light up as her face glows red. She takes the manga from my lending hand and holds it to her chest. Wait, do you actually like it? Well, yeah. Why else do you think I offered to keep the collection here? I don't know. Thought you were only trying to be nice or something. Really? What made you think that? I don't know. It's not like I can read your mind. She giggles a little bit. It's good to hear her laugh. But just as soon as it happens, her smile disappears. She speaks up once more. Sorry. I'm completely lost. Why is she apologizing? If I had to guess, I assume it has something to do with her issues at home. Natsuki, there's nothing to be sorry about. There's nothing else that you could have done to stop the... Well, no, it's not that I'm apologizing for. It's what I said earlier, about being mean to you. You're probably one of the nicest people I've ever met. I've just treated you like crap. This might sound incredibly stupid, but even though I've only known you for about a week, you're probably one of the best friends I've ever had. She places the book down once more and suddenly pulls me into an embrace, burying her face into my chest. So, thanks, again. Wrap my arms around her, returning the hug. Neither of us exchange a single word as a peaceful silence fills the room. Several minutes passed in an instant with Natsuki in my arms, but eventually she lets go and looks away. Sorry about that. I just needed to get off my chest. It's fine, and I am glad to know that I mean that much to you. Her face partially glows red after I say that. So, I guess we should actually read Parfait Girls now. Yeah, I'd like that. Natsuki retrieves the second volume and eagerly opens it. Now that I've read a decent portion of the manga, I can finally joke and talk about certain characters, situations, and setups for different arcs. It's really nice to talk with her like this. It's been just over an hour and I'm already naked. I set the second volume down and turned to Natsuki. You want to call this a night? Natsuki looks towards me and speaks groggily. Yeah. We get up from the sofa and proceed to tidy things up. Hey, do you want me to set up the room so it should be more comfortable? Nah, I think I got it from here. Plus, you're bound to mess something up. Hey, what happened to you being nice? Dummy, I never said anything about me being nice. Apologize for being mean. Shake my head and sigh in an over-exaggerated fashion. Whatever you say. Anyway, I guess this is good night then. Yeah, see you tomorrow. You too, rest well. Close the door to the spare room and stagger my way towards the bathroom. Exhausted as hell, I jump into my bed. Unfortunately, even when I try to go to sleep, I can only wonder what will happen to Natsuki. When it comes to her safety, I can only hope that everything will work out. Hope that no one will notice our absence tomorrow. That her father will face justice as he rightly deserves. Hope she can finally live a happy life free from abuse. I hope. Okay. I'm gonna end it off here. That was only Act 1. That was so long. But I'm gonna end it off here, because otherwise this video is gonna be as long as the other two, and I've had a constant time having two long videos. So, I'm just gonna end it off here, and I'll hopefully keep being consistent on uploading these relatively quickly. I might stream a game, like a horror game. Not sure what one yet though. And thank you for watching. And we'll see what happens in the next part. We'll see what happens with Natsuki's dad. See if he goes to the school or tries to find her. And apparently, I guess we wake up screaming in the next episode, but we'll see. I will save this part and see you in the next video. Bye. Bye.